Shit. Corey Taylor, singer extraordinaire, Stone Sour, Slipknot, amateur dancer. Oof. A lot of memories of bouncing around. To be honest, we moved around a lot, so I didn't have any real roots until I was a teenager, really. I have great memories of spending time with my grandma and stuff like that in Des Moines, which is, I think, one of the reasons why I still love living there. Really good memories there. But just being a normal kid when I could be. There was a very long period of time where I really wanted to be Snake Plissken from Escape from New York, and I was 10, 9 or 10, somewhere in there, and and because he wore an eye patch, I wore an eye patch, which I stole from one of my mom's friends. And I would run around the apartment complexes where we lived, pretending to be Snake Plissken. And kids are like, "Why are you wearing an eye patch?" And I'm like, "Because I'm Snake Plissken." Got my ass kicked a lot. Yeah, I really wanted to be Snake Plissken from Escape from New York. So I guess that's the only thing that really comes to mind right now. Strangest, man. I guess it would have to be the porn shop, which wasn't really strange, but there were definitely strange things afoot at the porn shop. I worked there for 3.5 years, and I saw some serious weird stuff go down. Some good, some bad, all weird. I think my worst experience would have been I broke up with a girl because she had cheated on me a long time ago, and while I was at work, she broke into my house, and because I broke up with her, she got a little stalkerish, and she stabbed up my bed and tore up like all these poems and stuff that I'd written her, and like broke up like all these like flowers and shit, and left it on my bed with like knife stabbing. And I was like, okay, that's disturbing. Thankfully, she never came back. It was gnarly, but it was okay. We got over it. I guess the greatest, I don't know. I mean, besides meeting my wife, I guess I would say just the love that I have for my kids. There's something that it's a different kind of love that just you can't explain, and it's so strong that it never goes away. Oh yeah, I mean, I have so many, man. I'm really lucky. My wife, obviously, my kids, my grandma. There's no one person, but there are a lot who are equally like as important to me. So yeah, I would say that on any given day, any of those people would be number one for me. About the first Throbs album, not too long ago, it was recommended by Toot. He's like, give it a shot. He's like, you're into that stuff, so I bought it. It was the Vagabonds album. I can't remember the whole title, but I was listening to it. I was just like, oh, it's interesting. It's got a real Electric Angels vibe to it, yeah, I mean, that was, before that was War Eternal by Arch Enemy. So there's your dichotomy right there. Somewhere between the Throbs and Arch Enemy, Corey Taylor Lies. So it's pretty cool. Oh man, that is a damn good question. I have no idea. I have so many favorites, and it changes on a daily basis, man. Just because it's the first one I thought of, Master of Puppets. Because to me, it's probably the most perfect metal album ever written. And played and recorded and mixed. And it's so good. It's criminal how good it is. I know people, I'm going to catch, what if Sabbath and this, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, but Sabbath, it wasn't, Sabbath was amazing because there were up and down moments. Master is from start to finish, killer. I mean, straight line killer all the way through. So yeah, I would have to say Master of Puppets today. Tomorrow it could be totally different. Oh, I read actually just recently. I went and I bought all of the Sherlock Holmes books because I've been reading them since I was a kid, and I just reread The Hound of the Baskervilles, which is an amazing book. To me, and I love all of the Sherlock Holmes books, but that book, man, is just to me it's the quintessential Sherlock Holmes mystery. It's really, really fantastic. My wife, my daughter, and my son, if they're there. Hopefully the dog gets out. Sorry. No. The funny thing is like I still get anxious before shows. I don't get nervous, but I get anxious. I get like I'm excited to just get out there. Like I just love performing for people. I think the only time I've really had that was my very first show, like my first real show with Stone Sour. It was '92. Because before I had done like little gigs here and there, but it was like there was nobody there, so it didn't really matter. With Stone Sour, at the time, I was not only singing, but I was playing guitar and playing lead. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of like triple duty and super nervous about it. So I didn't know to bring water with me on stage. Like it just didn't make, I did whatever. So my throat got super dry and I was like cracking all over the place. And it was brutal. But that was, by the end of it, it was cool. Like we had such a great time that I had the bug, man. I was like, we got to do this, So then we got a new lead guitar player, so I could just sing and play guitar if I needed to, and that was it. And then the rest is history.